Hello, my name is Herve de Clerck. I am founder of actresponsible.org. I am thrilled and honored to be with you today to share my views about advertising responsibility. First, let me introduce myself in a few words. I started my business life as a copywriter, then became a marketer, a researcher, an ad guy, and a media executive. 20 years ago, 2 months after Google, 6 years before Facebook, not to mention YouTube, I started datforum.com in Paris, London, and New York. I wanted to focus on the two most important aspects of the advertising agency life: new business and creativity. So we created the largest searchable database of ad agency in the world and a unique online creative library showing the best awarded work from around the globe. In 9/11/2001, 2 blocks away from my home, 2 planes crashed in the Twin Towers. The world was stunned. We were devastated. The following day, we published a banner on our site to ask the ad community to donate its talent in grief of the victim and against terrorism. We received over 100 campaigns from all over the world that we placed in every media we could. And we exhibited this work at the Advertising Week in Paris the following November, and in New York, and at the following Cannes Lion Festival. That was the beginning of a small initiative called Act Responsible. Act for Advertising Community Together. Since then, every year we exhibit some great work for good in Cannes and elsewhere. We've been the only ever exhibition of advertising at the World Economic Forum of Davos. We have brought Kofi Annan in Cannes, and we got the support of Ban Ki-moon to call the community for its creative input in fighting the climate change.
The world has gathered in Rio to discuss how to build the future we want. We need the creative minds here in Cannes to join the conversation.
Since 20 years, we try to inspire, promote, and unite the advertising industry on social and environmental responsibility for a better world by sharing great work and best practices. And in the early days of our century, the notion of sustainability and responsibility in the advertising community was mainly reduced to developing pro bono campaigns for good causes. Today, it's very different. From carbon offset travel aid policies to gender equality, most big agencies have programs in place. But is it enough? Is it answering the real specific issue from our business? Let me try to clarify. I think there are 4 layers of responsibility. Responsibility in advertising follow the same lines as all commercial businesses. 1. First layer, responsibility for the planet. Making sure energy saving, waste management, and carbon offsetting traveling policies. 2. Responsibility for the society. Fight bribery, discrimination, respect stakeholders like employees, partners, suppliers, clients, competitors, consumers, promote human values. So in short, advertising has the same need as any industry to be good citizen and socially responsible. But this is the only first layers of responsibility that are common to every industry. Underneath these 2 layers, there are a third layer more specific to our marketing communication industry. This is what I call the responsibility of our operations as a company. As examples, privacy in data gathering and analysis, respectful behavior in casting, shootings, and production, transparency and honest measurement in media planning and buying, audience respect, strict principle in the media we select. These programs are important and very useful. And if they held with sincerity, they will make a significant difference both internally and externally. But they still focus on collateral impact, not central impact. There is an even more hard goal that we should focus on, because this is the very core of our industry. What do I mean exactly? What I mean is that we should examine what we produce and its potential pollution. For example, if you take other industry, they provide clear benefits, but they also have a negative impact. For instance, the extractive industries such as oil, coal, gas, they produce energy and we need that, but they have impact on the environment. Transport industry like car and aviation and so forth, they produce mobility and freedom, but they have consequences on pollution. Chemical industry enhance our life, but they also generate health issues. Food industry allows large access to affordable nutrition with risk on obesity. Internet has changed our lives, but uses resources of rare material, and data centers are high energy hungry. So all these industries are, or should be, developing specific rules and programs to minimize or compensate their impact. Not only their general company impact, but their very core production footprint. In our case, advertising benefits are better choice for more informed consumer through positive messages. So that's the positive. But what is our pollution? Our production, our output are inspiring stories, but it also leaves a trace in their mind. Our core impact is what I called the Mindprint. We have the responsibility to understand, analyze, and control what we leave in the head of the kids, of our people, everywhere in the world through our stories. Because stories are powerful. Storytelling is an incredible tool. It's the quickest and most efficient route to connect with consumers. Stories talk to our imagination and emotions. They are the best way to help people remember, connect, and engage with brands. Stories are more important than ever in today's digital world, where interruption has to be replaced by engagement and repetition replaced by experience. The ingredients of our stories are named stereotypes, a fast way to set the context, portrait of familiar character, archetypes of hero, cliché of executive woman, caricature of hipsters. Our industry is not short of generalizing portraits, helping quick recognition and allowing identification to social tribes via outfit, haircut, vocabulary, accents, gesture, and attitudes. Hyperbole is the other typical advertising tool of storytelling, helps us to anticipate the thrill of our senses' satisfaction. It is simple, quick, and emotional because it shares preconception. It quickly sets the stage and get to the point. Then audience fill the gap with their preconceived notion and roles. But what is the balance between being contextual or being offensive? By using these stereotypes, do we create models? Models of female bodies, model of ideal men or great families, patterns of behavior versus others. Stereotypes might reinforce social conformity, might also create polarization. Caricature may be offensive to social, sexual, religious, or ethnic groups. What trace do we leave when we represent women as sex objects, or narcissistic temptress, or untouchable goddess, or castrating dominant executive woman, or simply regular housewives? All stereotypes. In addition, as digital communication have no frontier, local culture also play an important role. And stereotypes might be acceptable in one culture and offensive in another. Take the example of the representation of gay and lesbian in advertising, or religious beliefs, or women's role in various societies. Think about what years of anti-tobacco advertising have done to the famous cowboy. The famous cowboy, stereotype of manhood, freedom, and health. Today he's a junkie. That's the power of advertising, the power of storytelling. Advertising is a mirror of society, but also shapes our vision of our society, our collective vision of the society. It's so powerful for change, for good. If you're working in marketing communication, here are a few questions you may ask yourself when you develop campaign for your clients. Is it relevant and respectful? Is it significant and meaningful? Is it genuine and authentic? Is it truthful and transparent? What kind of mindprint are you leaving? And if you're not working in advertising, think about the 4 layers of responsibility: planet, society, operations, and the core of the production of your company. Do you have a program that minimize or compensate your product or service core footprint? Thank you all. I hope you didn't feel I polluted your mind. Come and join us at act-responsible.org. Goodbye.